Ever found yourself needing a little extra cash before payday? You're not alone. Millions of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and sometimes unexpected expenses pop up. This leads many to explore options like cash advance apps. One name that's been circulating is B9. But a question I've been seeing a lot is B9 available nationwide? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Before we get into the specifics of B9's availability, let's quickly recap what these cash advance apps actually do. Essentially, they offer short-term, small-dollar loans, often advertised as advances on your upcoming paycheck. The idea is to bridge the gap between paydays, helping you avoid overdraft fees or late payments on bills. These apps often connect directly to your bank account, analyzing your transaction history to determine your eligibility and loan amount. Now, it's important to understand that these apps are not free money. While some might advertise no interest, they often have other fees, like subscription fees, express transfer fees, or tipping options that can significantly increase the cost of borrowing. It's crucial to read the fine print and understand the terms before using any cash advance app. So, where does B9 fit into all of this? B9 is a financial app that offers a range of services, including cash advances, early direct deposit, and budgeting tools. They aim to provide a more comprehensive financial solution than just simple cash advances. But the key question remains, can everyone in the US access these services? The answer, unfortunately, is not a simple yes or no. While B9 strives for nationwide availability, there are certain factors that can affect your eligibility depending on where you live. One of the main factors is state regulations. Financial regulations vary significantly from state to state. Some states have stricter laws regarding short-term lending, which can impact whether companies like B9 can operate there. These regulations often focus on protecting consumers from predatory lending practices, ensuring fair interest rates and fee structures. This means that B9 may need to obtain specific licenses or comply with different requirements depending on the state. Another factor is banking infrastructure. While most Americans have access to banking services, there are still areas where access is limited. This can indirectly affect the availability of apps like B9, as they rely on connecting to your bank account for verification and repayment. If a particular area has limited banking options or unreliable digital banking infrastructure, it can make it difficult for B9 to operate effectively. Furthermore, B9, like other financial institutions, may have its own internal criteria for determining eligibility. This can include factors like your credit history, income stability, and banking history. Even if B9 is technically available in your state, you may not qualify for their services if you don't meet their internal requirements. So, how can you find out if B9 is available in your specific location? The best way is to visit the B9 website or download their app. During the sign-up process, you'll typically be asked for your location, and the app will then determine your eligibility based on your state and other relevant factors. This is the most accurate and up-to-date way to check availability. It's also worth noting that the landscape of financial technology is constantly evolving. Regulations change, companies expand their services, and new players enter the market. What might be true today regarding B9's availability could change in the future. Therefore, it's always best to check directly with B9 for the latest information. Now, let's talk about some alternatives if B9 isn't available in your area or if you don't qualify. There are numerous other cash advance apps and financial services available. Some popular options include Earnin, Dave, MoneyLion, and Bridget. Each of these apps has its own set of features, fees, and eligibility requirements, so it's important to do your research and compare them before choosing one. Beyond cash advance apps, consider exploring other options for managing your finances. Building an emergency fund, even a small one, can provide a buffer for unexpected expenses. Creating a budget can help you track your spending and identify areas where you can save money. And if you're struggling with debt, consider seeking help from a reputable credit counseling agency. It's also important to be aware of the potential downsides of relying on cash advance apps. While they can be helpful in a pinch, they're not a long-term solution to financial instability. Repeatedly using these apps can create a cycle of debt, making it even harder to manage your finances. It's crucial to use them responsibly and only when absolutely necessary. So, to bring it back to our original question, Is B9 available nationwide? The answer is that while they aim for broad availability, it depends on a combination of state regulations, banking infrastructure, and B9's own internal criteria. The best way to find out is to check directly with B9 through their website or app. Remember, it's vital to carefully consider all your options and understand the terms and conditions before using any financial service, especially short-term loans or cash advances. Don't just focus on the immediate need for cash. Think about the long-term impact on your finances. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.